very much. This has been enlightening, interesting, fun, and you are an absolutely wonderful coaching client to have on board. And for all the reasons that you mentioned there, that just willingness to get involved and the willingness to hand yourself over to the skill of the coach while you know that you are the expert of your life, and then to follow through on that. I'm put in mind of one of the phrases that you introduced me to, which is, it's a question actually, do you want a conversation or a debate? Because I want a conversation, and I very much feel like our coaching sessions are a conversation, a co-created conversation that really exemplifies the SFC, the Sarah Faria Creative, the Sarah Faria Coaching essence. And you've been absolutely integral in the building out of the most integral and most authentic and most genuine and most sincere parts of my practice. And I want to thank you for that, and my other clients, for really, really kind of bringing this to the fore and helping me to bring what I have to offer to the table, the skills, the education that I have, and then bring it all together in the kind of authentic and unique package that only I can bring to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. I
From my
do
essence.
feel like it's a very it's that co-elevation
Yeah.
thing, right? Like it's not,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not two forces acting independently. When we get in that coaching space,
Yeah.
there's something about us coming together and working on things together that adds a whole new element.
Yeah. A kind of alchemy, but the
Yeah.
roles are very clear. The
Oh,
roles are
yeah.
very clear. You're client and I'm coach.
Yeah,
Very,
absolutely.
very clear until the hour.
Yeah.
And then we do the closeout and then we have a chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's
Absolutely.
different. It's a switch that switches on
Oh,
and off.
it's totally different. Yeah.
Yeah. And that switch switches on and off. I would like to add this. I can remember one of your friends asking you and then reporting to me, how do you manage the friendship and the coaching relationship? And to me, it's so easy. It's like one of the things I said was, is there money in my bank account? Which is very straightforward. It's
Yeah.
like, are you paying me? Because if you are, we're coaching. And if not, we're not.
Yeah, no, I've had that question because people know that we're friends in
Yeah.
real life,
Yeah.
and that I'm also your coaching client. And so, my simplest answer to that is that our coaching conversations are very different to our friendship conversations. It's just a completely different dynamic. And
Yeah.
when I show up in a coaching session, I show up as coachy and you show up as coach.
Yeah.
But if we meet on the beach for a swim, then that's different.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And it was another client who'd said that as well. And she was like, well, what do and I've been very involved with her and her family as well. And she was like, what is it? And I said, are you paying me again? But for me, that's the simplest way to put it. It's like that's very transactional. The line is very, very clear. And for somebody like me who's got a very visionary way with them, those kinds of boundaries are extremely important. But it's also, it's a switch, it's a switch. It's like, I'm going to use the example of a priest here, because I can remember when I went to confession and asked my priest, how do you know that Mrs. O'Malley's having an affair with Mr. Tanaka or whatever,
Hmm.
and then you have to see them in the church. And he said to me, as the minute the door is closed on that session, I forget it. I wipe it from my memory. And it's a skill that
Hmm.
priests learn at seminary. It's a skill.
Yeah.
And that was like a moment of absolute clarity for me, because I was like, oh, that's so interesting. It really gave me a professional line in a very kind of sacred space. And then, so that's one of the things that I do, is that I just forget. I try to forget the minute that we aren't talking. And then the other thing is that I'm bringing a set of skills to the table as well. And those skills are skills that people are paying for and that we contract around.
Yeah.
So if we're not in contract, it's actually ethically unsound for me to start offering that stuff, even though I might be able to do that.
Yeah.
So It's an interesting thing, you know, and the coach does turn off.
Yeah. And I think that maybe maybe something that would help people understand is that if we're talking as friends and something comes up that might be like fodder for coaching in the future, then it might be that me or you flag that and say, maybe we save that one for our next coaching session, or
Right.
right? Let's
Yeah.
dig into that in coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even use that in groups as well. I mean, I think it's much clearer if you had a friend who was a doctor and you were sitting around the dinner table together and you
Yes.
said, "Oh, I don't feel too well." They wouldn't start like they wouldn't reach for the stethoscope. It's
Be
yeah.
like, book an appointment and
Yeah.
let's get that looked into. Yeah,
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 exactly. But if they were having a heart attack, you might
yeah.
say something.
Of course, of
Yeah,
course.
get out. All right then. So Sarah, thank you so much. That was really fruitful. And thank you very much to Sarah Bull, one of my long-term coaching clients. She's been through Simply Coaching for the last 2 years. She's been through 6 rounds of the F&J February is the New January program, which was a group coaching session with one-to-one. She has been through the Grief Circle for the last 3 years. I think she's been through 4 rounds of the Grief Circle that I run with Gretchen Murer. She has been through 1 round of Ordinary Magic, the creative writing workshops that I run with poet Carolyn Hashimoto. And she comes regularly to my style swaps and is a very prominent member of that community too. And this is how my coaching and creative agency is built out, a combination of all these things and whatever's merging in the future. So, Sarah, thank you very much for speaking to that. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.